Welcome to the home of the Colorado Buffaloes, Boulder, Colorado. As we see a squad from the Big 12, the BYU Cougars, taking on a participant from the playoff last year, the Colorado Buffaloes. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. BYU about to kick it off as we get this game started. From inside the 10, here he comes. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. So Colorado's offense will have the football first. And what a performance, an aerial show from this guy in the last game, and he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, David.
Yeah, it was a great week. And watching that tape before this game, like you could tell, man, he was seeing it quick. The ball was coming out, just touchdowns at will. A really nice day. And I think, Jesse, you take that and you start to build on it for this offense and really continue to trust him to make plays through the air.
Yeah, that's a good point. I think he really earned his offensive coordinator's trust after that performance. So I'm anticipating the playbook to expand a little bit in this game. Maybe see some new schemes in the passing game just based on what this guy was able to do the last time he took the field.
It's complete on the right side. Nice pickup there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line. The Buffaloes come to the line with a new set of downs. Running back searching for a hole. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Hand off from the shotgun. Able to pick his way forward for a decent gain before the defense gets him down. And the Buffaloes line up trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Great job by the defense dialing up some pressure on 3rd down. They hit the quarterback and forced the incompletion.
This offense wants to establish an aggressive identity. They'll go for it on 4th down. Throws for the end zone. And it's incomplete, and the defense stands tall and gets off the field. The Cougars offense will go to work for the first time today. This wide receiver matchup is one that we've been waiting to see. You have 2 guys on either side, Jesse, who are really going to make the secondaries nervous.
Oh, they should, because these guys can take the top off a defense. You've got 2 very dynamic individuals playing on each offense, and if I'm playing quarterback in this game for either team, I am going to take my shots and give my guy an opportunity, because both of these guys, David, have proven they can.
And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Got his man downfield. That'll be enough for the first down as they mark it down at the 31-yard line. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on 1st down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. Not a whole lot of room as he gets a couple inside the 30 to the 29. They're within field goal range at the 29. Let's see if they can pick up a few or the first down on 3rd and long. Unleashes one deep. That was almost picked off, and what a disaster that would have been to throw a pick on the opening drive. Instead, it's 4th down. They'll send out the kicker to try to salvage this drive. And it's right down the boulevard. And that'll put the first points. on the board. It's 3-0.
I'll tell you, this is not an easy place to play on the road, especially at nighttime. This crowd, they get loud. That's the way it's been so far, but they have a nice drive to open it up. They're able to execute. They put themselves in field goal range, knock it through the uprights. They did exactly what they needed to do, taking a 3-0 lead here early on the road. That's impressive.
Leaves it with the running back. Pass the sticks and still on his feet. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. First down here for the offense. Wants to go up top on first down. Working that left side now. Turning it on. And perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle as they get him down at the 37. 3 tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. To the air on first down. Just a short pass to the tight end. Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Here's the handoff. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Buffaloes!
You know, this offense knew coming into the season it was so important for this guy to stay healthy. They needed him week in, week out because he plays at such a high level, and he's showing it here. That last carry was his 10th rushing touchdown of the season.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The BYU offense headed back out to go on the attack. A little bit of feeling each other out. They're down 7-3 as they open this drive. Pocket breaking down. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Back to pass. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
And a great job by the defense, dropping in zone coverage, all eyes on the quarterback, taking away the options, and then finally the pass rush gets home, gets him on the ground.
Got a man. It's Fisher. He's past the 30. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. Looks as if BYU will have to punt it away. First time we've seen their punt team tonight. He'll take it on the return. They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. Off to a good start here, and back to work now with a 7-3 lead. Let's see if they can put together a drive starting from their own 28. They'll run the screen. They'll make the stop, but not before they use the screen beautifully and pick up the first down. After the big play to start, now they are on the move at their own 45. Bringing the heat. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Looking to fire. They get to him as he throws. A strike downfield. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. And the Buffaloes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield on first down. Fires it beautifully in on the crosser. Makes the grab and knock down, and he's got it at the 25-yard line. Really want to try to pick up at least half of the yardage needed on 1st and 10. Using his feet to buy time. And the defense, they've got him at the 27.
That defender is a matchup nightmare for any offensive lineman to block. He's got athleticism, he's got length, he's got flexibility. He put it all on display on that sack.
The Buffaloes trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Really good job by everybody there. Well doorstep of cashing it in for the offense. They'll run it on 1st and goal. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of pay dirt. Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. Trying to surge it in. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And you've got to think there's 11 guys on defense right now keying in on this running back. They've watched the tape. They've seen this guy gash deep.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Bucks!
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back. Knowing if they get down in this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. BYU has it back. The Cougars ready to get into that playbook. They might be feeling a little heat here as they've fallen into a 14-3 hole early. Trying to start the drive with a pass. Takes the easy one to the back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Going to swing it on 2nd down. Quickly out to the tight end. And they give him enough for the 1st down. They'll move the chains, and let's see if they can snap it one more time here in the 1st. Guys, Colorado has the lead here, and they were able to build that lead into double figures. Let's take a quick look at our early stats before we move on. This could be a pivotal moment in this game as we open the 2nd period and they try to find a way to answer. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28.
Well, that's their 3rd sack of the game, and we knew statistically coming into this game, this was one of the top 25 units in the nation getting after the quarterback. I just love how athletic they are up front, and they are giving this offensive line headaches and nightmares up to this point.
And he feels the heat coming in and burns him up. Another sack.
Man, there are defensive players out there that can just take games over, and that's what's happening with this guy right now. He is not cooperating with the offensive game plan. A sack on 2 consecutive plays, and now on 3rd down, you know he's pinning his ears back again.
BYU will bring the punt team on the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. They'll put a stop to that return at about the 37-yard line. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. Floats it out in space. Breaks into the open. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2. And the Buffaloes with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. They'll go to the air on 2nd and short. He's got an open man. Open space at the 25. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. 1st and goal from the 8. And that big gainer on the last one has them threatening from inside the 10. They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Maybe that stop is a good sign for this defense. Maybe the defense is starting to figure it out. Obviously, offense has been running the football with so much success. Something has to change. That was a good start.
Running back looking for the end zone to the left. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Colorado! They've extended the lead and taken control here in Week 9.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground.
The BYU offense headed back out to go on the attack. So far, they've only been able to muster a field goal, but hoping to get things cooking here. Wants to throw on first down. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
How about this defense in this game so far? Already 5 sacks, and we're only in the second quarter. I think if you're the offensive coordinator, you have got to start mixing up these play calls, moving the pocket, get your quarterback away from danger, because it's obvious. This offensive line, they cannot hold up, and they cannot get it done.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop. Looks as if BYU will have to punt it away. Wants to bring it back. Makes a move. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute, David.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. They'll keep it on the ground. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going.
Breaks away on the left. Touchdown, Buffaloes! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays, just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. BYU has it back. The Cougars ready to get into that playbook. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. He'll pull it on the read. Stonewalled again. No gain on the play. They keep trying to stick with the running game, but there's not much getting done. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. The give to the back. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And how about that young man getting in the backfield again? He's really got his fingerprints all over this game so far to start it, man. We're still in the first half, and he's got a sack. He's got a tackle for a loss. These are the kind of plays that really help your defense push these offenses behind the sticks.
Under fire. He'll get rid of it. Complete to the right. And with that effort, they pick up a fresh set of downs. They have it at the 34-yard line. The Cougars will snap it on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Wide open downfield. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. This first half of offense won't go on the highlight reel so far, but starting to get things moving, it's 1st and 10. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. All right, guys, let's chat about BYU. For a lot of schools facing the hill they climb, you have to work the portal. But don't sleep on the high school recruiting either, David. They got a good 3-star run. There he goes. He gets it past the first down marker, and a really nice job to set up that screen and move the sticks. And here comes play number 6 of the drive. Looking to throw on first down. Gets open down the middle. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again.
And he gets home again, continuing his production. Last week, 2 sacks. This week, already a sack in the first half. This guy has been on a sack terror.
He won't be able to return this one as it goes out of bounds. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. First play of the drive, wants to throw. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. This time it's complete. They get him down at the 36. It will be a first down. And the Buffaloes moving quickly to the line. Wants to go up top on first down. He'll pull it down and run. How about this sophomore learning when to just do it himself?
It's going to be tough on this defense containing this guy because he's got that sixth sense to get outside the pocket, and at that point, he's throwing it and hurting you, or you can take off and run. That time able to get the first down. Big challenge for the defense moving forward.
He's down to the 38-yard line, and they can stop the clock.
Right, second quarter, getting closer to the half. Offense is still having a lot of success stringing some first downs together. Defense is going to need to figure something out before they get to halftime.
They're lining up on 1st and 10 from the 38. Oh, they're after him. He's going to be able to pick up a few yards before the slide.
Nice job by the QB, sitting back in the pocket. You can tell he wants to throw the football, go through his progressions. Nothing home, take off, and slide. I love the slide at the end. Don't take a big shot.
The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half.
This defense has got to be better in coverage. You want to get off the field, you got to keep defending. You got to do something to make the offense feel uncomfortable. So far, way too easy for this offense.
Snagged in the middle. It's Harris. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. He splits the uprights and puts 3 on the board. And that will extend their lead even further. So they get the late field goal right before the half and not much time after this kickoff for an answer. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, yeoman's work so far today in Boulder, and welcome in to the halftime update. And how can we begin our analysis of that first half without singing the praises of one of the elite backs in football? Racking up huge numbers on the ground, even throwing the occasional block. This kid is the total package. And if this defense doesn't adjust its strategy, he could be headed towards a career day.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. The BYU offense headed back out to go on the attack. Got blown out in the first half and now just desperate to find anything to generate momentum here in the third quarter.
It just starts with one play, though. You just need one thing to go right for this offense to start to build that momentum, and then that becomes infectious for the defense, for special teams. Everything can change. It just takes one play.
It really can, and it's so strange, and you can't quantify it, and I don't know how to describe it as a coach or as a player, but you got to make something happen, and it's got to start on this drive.
He'll sneak it and try to surge forward.
3rd and 1, everyone knows it's coming, but the quarterback sneak is so hard to stop. They just got to get 1 yard. Nice job by the offensive line.
Well, a really good push by his center on that last play, making it easy for his quarterback to just...
And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26.
This poor quarterback has been running for his life. He has never been able to get his feet set, stare downfield, and try and pick this defense apart because he's constantly throwing with pressure in his face.
They say pressure busts pipes. This quarterback can attest to that. Goodness gracious, they're getting after him all day. There's a reason they're behind. Pressure the quarterback goes a long way to getting the W.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. What a play by this defense, and they stop him short. It'll be 4th down. BYU will bring the punt team on the field. This will be the 5th kick of the night. Another punt on the way. Got to make sure those hammies and glutes all activated. Don't want any muscle pulls from overuse. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. On the move. Finds his way ahead for 3 out to the 27-yard line. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. They'll go right back to him. Get him on the ground after a 4-yard run out to the 31.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
And he gets it done on 3rd down. They move the chains, and they'll mark it at the 44. The Buffaloes will line it up on 1st and 10. They go to the ground. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on 1st down and set up a short yardage on 2nd down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on 2nd down. Another good run. Man, he has been picking up yards in bunches today. Jesse showing off all the skills.
And he's showing no signs of slowing down, David. This guy just gets better as the game goes on. He is a beast.
He had to fight for a couple down to the 33. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. To the ground with the back. Fights off a defender. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
That's a big key for this offense. Now, you've got the lead here in the 2nd half. You want to run the football, and you've got to just keep getting positive yards. You've got to keep the 3rd downs manageable so you can stay on the field, bleed the clock. That's going to be the key for this offense and their team winning the game.
And the Buffaloes back to the line on 1st down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Going to work on 2nd down, and the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. The give to the tailback. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. After that last one, they're staring at a 2nd and long. 1st down marker just short of the goal line. Handoff to the lone back. Really nice run. Rips off 6 on the play, but it brings up a 4th and 2. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Line of scrimmage is the 2, and they can pick up the 1st down here, but going for the touchdown here on 4th and short. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Buffs!
We've seen this guy do it time and time again throughout his college football career. On critical down and distances, he shows up for his offense. He did right there on 4th and goal.
Well, you could draw a line in the middle, and he would have hit that thing. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the move from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. BYU has it back. The Cougars ready to get into that playbook. Their drive chart is starting to look a little monotonous. Punt, 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 David.
And their defense is starting to get a little frustrated.
Oh, he's got some space. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. They went up top to pick up the last 1st down. Let's see what they have here. He hurls one deep down the left side. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Well, you can see the frustration on this guy's face. He's one of the best receivers in college football, and they knew coming into this game that he had to get touches, but you can't say enough about how good this defense has been defending him. They've always had an answer, whether it's single coverage, double coverage, man or zone. They have not let him go off, and that's a big reason why they're winning this game.
Really good job by the defense, seeing it and going and getting it. Nice job understanding the touch pass. It could happen. Those guys go in motion, man. I got to understand. Safety's got to see that, start flying down, getting ready to play that. Nice job by the defense being ready for that play.
The sure hands, it's Fisher. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down. Looks as if BYU will have to punt it away. We've seen a lot of the punt team 6 times tonight. Catch is made at the 15. He'll get it out to about the 20-yard line, and that's where they'll mark him down. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. There wasn't much need to throw it around on that last drive for the touchdown, Jesse. They got it done running the ball.
And David, I don't think you have to overthink this thing. If they can't stop you running it, why would you stop handing it off? Just keep at it here on this drive.
Well, and if I'm the defense, I'm making some changes. I'm bringing in more big bodies. I'm playing more aggressive towards the line of scrimmage. I am not going to let them have that kind of drive again.
All kinds of room to throw that one in there.
A lot of smiles right now on this offense. They've got a big lead, and they're just having fun out there. They're still throwing the football. These receivers are still...
He's going to let one fly down the middle. And it's knocked away downfield. The DB getting a hand in there. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Back to pass. Going back to the well. Another deep ball. It's caught, and what a job to get the foot down and make it a huge gain along the sideline. And the Buffaloes are on the move. Wants to throw it. He'll take another shot here. Touchdown, Colorado! Grabbed in the end zone to put 6 on the board.
Big-time players make big plays in big games, man. It seems like each and every week when this guy has an opportunity in the end zone, he's coming up with the big one. That time, great job focusing and concentration. Defense not able to cover him. That's his now 10th receiving touchdown on the year.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They'll get this drive going from the 17. To the air on 1st down. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? They'll run behind the big guys on the right. He's stopped in the backfield again, and this just hasn't been his night. It's been more like a nightmare. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, back up inside their 20. They stop him after a short game, probably just wanted to mitigate the losses with 4th down coming. BYU will bring the punt team on the field. Makes the catch, wants to make a move upfield. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. They reeled off a long touchdown drive the last time they had it. Much can't find the man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
I love the defensive effort there. They didn't get him right away. They stayed after him. He was scrambling, going backwards. They get the sack on the first play of the drive.
This time they stop him in the backfield, and that has been a rare sight in this game tonight. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Makes the catch, and a huge play on the left side. Guys, Colorado has the lead here. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. As we enter the 4th quarter, let's see if anything memorable can come from this one. They go back to work with the 1st down in the final period of this one. Looking downfield on 1st down. Now adjusting. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. looking to fire. Grabbed over the middle. It's Harris. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's gotten the first down, and they'll have it first and goal at the 6. New center downs right on the doorstep for this offense. Looking for the end zone. Touchdown, Buffaloes! And they take it in for 6 more points. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row.
Pure domination all game long for this offense. Whether they've been running the football, whether they've been throwing the football, critical down and distances, situationally all up and down the field. This defense has had no answer for these guys. What an impressive performance by the Oak.
The BYU offense headed back out to go on the attack. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Quickly to the tight end. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. Looking down the middle. Can't make the play on the interception, and man, they were looking for their first pick of the game. Instead, it'll be 4th down. Looks as if BYU will have to punt it away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Makes the catch, and now looking for just a little bit of damage. He'll get it up to about the 44-yard line before they slam the brakes on him. Give to the running back. Turning it on! Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. They'll give it to him again. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
And I know you can play these late-game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football. You preserve the lead. You got great field position. You're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
That's just a very easy, comfortable throw for the quarterback. He knows he has his big target, tight end, running across the field on the drag. Nice play.
The give to the back. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
The Buffaloes have it with a 1st and 10. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll run it to keep this clock grinding. Picked up maybe a yard. It's down at the 16.
And that run really didn't go anywhere, and a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
He'll be down at the 4-yard line after that terrific run. And the Buffaloes have it with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. Now the offense tries to punch it in on 2nd and goal. Slams ahead. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line.
Well, he gets tackled down at the 1-yard line, so offensively, do you feel confident enough on 3rd here trying to hand it off again?
Yeah, and I'm taking both these down.
And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
And honestly, it's been about complementary football in this game, right? We've seen this offense go up and down the field. They've been lighting up the scoreboard, but the defense has done a great job, too, getting off the field and putting their offense in really good position in this game. The head coach has got to love what he's seen on both sides of the ball today.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. BYU has it back. The Cougars ready to get into that playbook. After 3 consecutive punts, we'll see if they can dial up something that can get this offense moving forward. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down, second down coming. So now it's second and long. Back to pass. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And this is a tough time for this offense because you're in passing mode. You're in comeback mode. And what is that? The defense knows that. Like, they're pinning their ears back. They're coming after the quarter.
And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. He'll try to field the punt and see if he can give his offense better field position. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Just missed on the connection, incomplete.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
And he doesn't find much running room, a short gain on the play. They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Zings it complete to the right. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. Fires toward the end zone. And give him another 6. Grabs it for a touchdown, and the blowout continues.
And it hasn't mattered what they've called guys offensively all game long or who's been on the field, what personnel groupings there have been. They're simply executing at a higher level than this defense, and they're keeping their foot on the pedal here in the fourth quarter.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll try the left side. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Looking to fire. Caught over the middle. It's Westbrook. Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one. The Cougars come to the line on third down, trying to keep this drive alive. They're setting up the screen. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. And here comes the punt team. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return gets a little bit of ground for the offense. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. This is quickly turning into a celebration, Jesse, as they've taken control of this game.
And they should feel good about how they've played. They knew they had to come in here, protect home turf. They've gone out, they've run it well, they've thrown it well, David. Really, so much that this coaching staff can be happy about.
Yeah, and now it's about stat padding, right? Like you can just put up more numbers.
They pick it off, and this defense, a much-needed play. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
Reese, I know you're a little bit of a front runner, so you probably would quit. You'd probably sub yourself out and take yourself out of the game. But I like that they're continuing to fight. Keep fighting. You never know what's going to happen. Actually, you know what? I know you're not going to win, but it doesn't matter. Keep fighting to the very end.
Intercepted deep in his own end. He'll try to take it back. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return.
And that's kind of what this offense has done all day. They have struggled. They haven't gotten a rhythm. They haven't found a way to get points on the scoreboard. And late in this game, when your defense and your team really needed it the most, Palmer, they throw the INT. And
he's got it at the 30. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me or I should get conserved, because this offense obviously has had themselves a day, and apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The BYU offense headed back out to go on the attack. At this point, it really hasn't been your best day. Just try to find something to build on here at the end, David.
Just try to keep fighting. Show your kids you're going to keep fighting. Keep throwing the football. Try to get some points up. Palmer, points have been at a premium. They haven't scored very much, but keep fighting, man.
Yeah, and just, try to find things to build off of for next week as well, right? I mean, it's all about continuing to improve week in and week out. So whether that's identifying playmakers or just seeing what you can come up with here at the end of this game and not quitting.
Looking to throw on first down. Pressure coming. Here comes the rush, and they've got it wrapped up at the 28. And the Cougars with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. They'll go to work in the air on second down. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again. Winning can become a habit. Now they've won back-to-back games and probably building a little confidence for you.
And you want it to be a habit. That's what you talk about as a coach week after week. Let's build. Let's create momentum and continue to build on it. And then you look up at the end of the season, you never know where you could be, what dreams you could bring to reality.
At the end of the day, I think good teams find ways to win games. And over these last two games, it hasn't always been easy. They've had to overcome some adversity, but at the end of the day, they were able to step up, make the plays necessary, and do that. Very, very impressive.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports.